What's up, everyone? I'm TheJoshElkin, and today I'm making something I've never made before, which is my favorite way to start a video and a recipe. I'm making steamed baos with fried chicken. Let's get on with the recipe.
Oh my goodness, am I excited for this recipe. I love steamed baos, really of any kind. This case, I'm making flapped over sort of sandwich fried chicken baos, but I've had them with pork belly, I've had them with tofu. They're always delicious. If you guys have never had steamed baos before, like steamed buns, you definitely need to try this one. It starts off pretty much like pizza dough with one key ingredient extra, and that is baking soda. So in one pot, I have the instant yeast with some water, oil, and sugar, and in this stand mixer, I have bread flour, baking soda, and salt. Once the yeast is activated, which means once it's frothed, I'm going to combine them just like pizza dough, get it all sticky and smooth, and then turn it out on a floured surface until it is even more smooth, and then cover it in a greased bowl and let it rise. And while that rises, we're going to start prepping the chicken, and in one bowl, I'm going to add some buttermilk with a bit of cayenne and paprika. Then chop up some skinless, boneless chicken thighs and submerge them in this buttermilk to not only tenderize, but also marinate them. If you're following along with this recipe, you want to let them sit for minimum 30 minutes in the fridge. That's going to give the chicken a chance to soak up the buttermilk, get a little bit soft, really penetrate the flesh with all that flavor so that when we do eat them, they're super juicy. Now I decided what goes good with fried chicken are a lot of things, but pickles are one, and obviously pickled other things like red onions are another. So in one mason jar, I got cucumbers with onions, mustard seed, and celery seed, and in the other mason jar, thinly sliced red onions. Now for the quick pickle, it's pretty standard issue, at least for me. I use white vinegar and apple cider vinegar and a little bit of sugar. Once the sugar dissolves, I'm gonna add that liquid to each one of these mason jars and set it aside to pickle. And you could use this method and this pickling liquid recipe for anything. You know, you wanna pickle okra, or you wanna pickle jalapenos, or you wanna pickle cauliflower. Same exact way. Now, in case you didn't realize by now, we got a lot of colors in this recipe, which doesn't necessarily track with my record. We got the green cucumbers pickling away, we got the pink or purple onions pickling away, and now more color via julienne carrots and red cabbage. Now for the slaw sauce, I'm using some rice vinegar and sweet chili sauce with a little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. I'm adding it to the bowl with the carrots and the cabbage, and I'm just gonna leave it in there and turn it every few minutes so that it can soak up the rest of that sauce. Now every chicken sandwich needs to have a chicken sandwich sauce, and for this one, I'm using mayonnaise, again with the sweet chili sauce, and a little bit of heat with some sriracha. Okay, at this point, there's only one thing left to do, or two if you count the actual procedure, and that's fry the chicken. But before we actually fry this chicken, don't put wet chicken in a deep fryer. We're gonna take it out of the buttermilk and we're gonna coat it in some all-purpose flour. But this is not just a one-coat chicken piece. This is a double dredge situation. The double dredge really seals in the chicken, but it also provides a crispy and delicious crust. What's fried chicken without a crust? Regular chicken, and this is far from regular. Now for this chicken, because it's skinless and boneless, it doesn't need that long in the deep fryer. We're gonna fry it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. As soon as it comes out of the fryer, while it's still hot, you wanna hit it with some salt. Then it's time to plate and make this sandwich. Now all the things are done except the actual vessel for this, which is the steamed bao. After the dough has risen and has rested, we're gonna separate it into 8 equal balls. Then we're gonna flatten these balls out with a rolling pin, or if you're like me and you lost your rolling pin, you could use a tumbler or any other bottle, like a wine bottle or like a vodka bottle, or you know, something like Pellegrino or something. You get the idea. Now I'm using an actual bamboo steamer, but if you don't have one, here's a little trick. You could flip over a bowl and put it in a pot with a little bit of water, and then place another bowl the other way on top of that bowl and then cover it. There you go, DIY bao steamer. Now you could choose to dress your baos any way you like, or you could follow this. Open up the bao, put in the fried chicken, cover the fried chicken in that sauce, and then proceed to add the pickles and the onions. Plate the baos with a side of slaw, and there you go.
Here they are in all their glory. We got steamed buns. We have fried chicken, pickled red onions, homemade bread and butter pickles, and to tie it all together, a sweet, spicy, and tangy mayonnaise. Ready for this? I bet you're asking the screen right now, but Josh, how do I know how much of what to add to what? Have no fear. The link to this recipe is in the description. So head over to recipechampions.com and make a fried chicken bao today. Hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.